What's up, everyone? This is Gail Dudley, and it is time for News in Motion. Y'all, it is Thursday. It is Thursday. Can y'all believe it? It is Thursday, October the 13th. I see you, Marion Jackson. Good morning to you. I see you, Deborah Johnson and Lori Wallace and Regina Shorts and Shirley Nicholson and Deborah Sneed and Hester. And I saw some more coming in here too. I saw, I'm trying to pull all the names up out of here. Sometimes it's hard because they'll get away from me. But if I missed you, good morning, Robert. If I missed you, I just want to say good morning to you. Listen, listen, it's a great day to be alive. Let me tell you, it's a great day to be alive. It is a great day to be alive. So the first thing we got to weigh in on, the first thing I see you, Deborah. Deborah said, girl, your hair is fire. That's the first thing we got to weigh in on, y'all. What do you think about the hair? Yes, I've decided to embrace the curls for the first time in my life in 57 years. It was Deborah Johnson. It was Deborah Johnson who said, hey, I know we were talking about hair yesterday. She said, hey, she goes, let me send you this place. It's about they are experts in curls. Let me send this information to you. She sent it to me. I said, oh, let me go do this today. Let me go find out what it is. Let me go check it out, so forth and so on. And I went. Hester said, your hair is beautiful. Dr. Antoinette said, good AM, gorgeous. Good AM to you too. Deborah Sneak says, I love the hair. Now, y'all, we just have to grow it. I've embraced the curls. We just have to grow it. It's amazing when you don't know how to do something, you kind of like don't want to deal with it. My hair is naturally curly. I have never enjoyed my curls all my life. Yesterday, you couldn't tell me anything. Hello, somebody. You could not tell me anything. So I'm really excited about it, really excited about what's happening with my hair. Looking forward to the journey. I see you, Mary Jenkins. Regina Short says, yes, love the curls. I got your email. I will share that with Marion, who also asked about it. So, y'all, this is a journey, but I just wanted to say, what'd you think about the hair? Thank you, Marion. I see you, Kenny Stanley, coming in here as well. Y'all, we have a lot of news, so I want to get to it. But I just had to ask y'all, what did y'all think about the hair? I see you, Jeffrey Payne. Dr. Antoinette says, do you know how much I pay to rock your look? Listen, if you only knew what I paid yesterday to get this thing going. But sometimes you have to make the investment to go for it. And it was just good. The place felt good. I'll tell y'all the story when I get down to the inspirational message. And you don't want to miss the inspirational message again today. Yesterday, a lot of y'all said mic drop, so forth and so on. Today, I believe we're going to drop the mic again because God showed me something else that's just like, wow, this is coming all over. I see you, Rosanna. So glad to see you back in here. Hey, listen, if you're listening by audio, thank you for tuning in. Just keep your eyes on the road. Please do that. I want to thank all of you for participating yesterday in the questions that we were asking. I want to thank all the people who are audio listeners who sent in emails yesterday. I had no idea. It's amazing. First of all, sometimes you just have to ask the questions. I had no idea how News in Motion has been touching lives of people everywhere. Someone said something in the audio that really, really hit me. Good morning, Pastor Alex. Someone said something in the audio, in the email from the audio listener who really hit me. The gentleman said, there are 5 people in my car, including me, every morning. So 5 people are tuning in live and listening. I see you, Angel Jones. Good morning. You love the hair, girl. You love the hair. Thank you. And he said, he goes, I'm sure even in homes and around computers, even if they're hooking it up to the television, he goes, because today you can do that. He says, you may see 30 live views in your numbers. He said, take that times 6 or times 7. He said, there's more people tuning in. He said, I can assure you. He said, we rush to the car so that we're not even missing your shout outs in the morning. And his name happens to be Robert, not the Robert that's in the chat. His name happens to be Robert. So I want to shout you out this morning, Robert. And I also want to say thank you for giving me that information that you just gave me. Deborah says the numbers don't tell the whole story. They do not. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all of you who weighed in. All right, y'all, let's get to the business at hand. I see you, Adrian. I see you. Y'all, today is the day. 1 p.m. January 6th. They're saying it may be the final hearing. And here's my question. Who will really be in the room? Who will be in the room? I really got the answer for y'all. But who will be in the room? And will everyone show up that's supposed to show up by audio? Because, and NPR, I was a part of the press room, but NPR captured this well. I like their notes better than mine, so I'm going to read theirs. The House committee probing the January 6th attack on the Capitol will present new testimony and evidence today, according to the select committee aides. It's really interesting how journalists was throwing them questions and they were blocking them left and right. So they are good. They are good. Now, there in this brief reporter's testimony gathering on yesterday, we learned that there will be no live witnesses as of yesterday. But the hearing will present new testimony from witnesses, being audio or pre-recorded or whatnot. And Dr. Antoinette said, popcorn, M&Ms, raisin, and cheese ready. Look, you forgot one. You forgot an item, but okay. So there'll be no live. Now, some have appeared in previous hearings, but they have brought before the committee new testimony and new information. Now, some of the committee has not presented before, so they'll be having an opportunity to present. The aides declined in the meeting to name the witnesses. They also said there will be some new documents that's going to make us say, wow. So I'm going to just go ahead and say, wow. Now, I can't wait. I don't know what it is. I just can't wait. This is perfect timing because so much of early voting has begun. And so when people are thinking about going this weekend to early vote or to mail in their ballot, they're going to have this information before them. I was like, shoot, this is perfect timing, perfect timing. Good morning, Janita. Yeah, the panel will present a great deal of new documentary evidence. And among the evidence is some of the information from the hundreds of thousands of pages that the United States Secret Service, y'all, did y'all hear that? Hundreds of thousands of pages. And I can't tell you how many journalists that were virtually or in the room kept on saying, do you mean just thousands? They said, no, hundreds of thousands of pages from the Secret Service has turned over to the committee. See, they knew they had that information somewhere. Everything is traceable. Everything is traceable. Just put the right hacker in there. They're going to find it for you. So the United States Secret Service has turned over to the committee since the committee issued a subpoena to the agency in July. They were like, oh, they sent us a subpoena. Let's get this information over. Now, some text messages the committee wanted, though, have been deleted. So they don't have the actual text messages, but they do have information and pages of notes. Because, see, whether you have a text message or not, they have to document the conversations as well. There will also be new video of violence, and they're warning people that some of this video is so violent that if you have children in the room, you may not want them to watch it. The new video footage of efforts to respond to the violence on January 6th as it is unfolding, according to the aides. Unlike previous hearings that examine one topic, Thursday session will take a step back. The panel will bring in a particular focus to the former president's state of mind. Well, we think we already know about that. And his involvement in the events as they unfold. Again, this is great reporting from NPR. So I was like, forget my notes. I'm going to read theirs. Now, y'all, the aides declined to say if this is the actual closing argument from the committee. Emphasis is on the ongoing investigation and the panel charter task it is producing as a comprehensive report by the end of the year. Because you remember, there's two people that will not be with them going into the new year. Now, if you want to view this, it's going to be on all the major networks: CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, PBS, BBC, CBS, NBC, ABC. I think I grabbed all of them. Nope, C-SPAN and a couple others. But if you are away and you don't have that capability, you can go to january6.house.gov. And I think we have that link also. Thank you, Isaiah. January6.house.gov to watch. Now, y'all, some of the information from the Secret Service records, including more than, I want y'all to hear this, because I was like, what'd they say? More than 1 million 1 million electronic communications sent by agents in a lead up to and during the insurrection will be revealed at the hearing today. Yeah. The committee also conducted interviews with new high profile witnesses, including the former guy's cabinet members, Mike Pompeo and Elaine Chao. Now, remember, he talked about Elaine Chao just about a week or so ago. You better watch what you're talking about because they're gonna come out and expose you. Now, their testimony will it could be, they would not promise us, could be featured on today's hearing, as well as though aides would not name names. They were tight-lipped, and I said, "What is happening?" They were tight-lipped. Also in the news, I want y'all to hear this. I want y'all to hear this. And yes, I see the hearts going up. Do us a favor to get the algorithm going. If y'all would do a thumbs up or a heart to get this algorithm going so that people can see it and come in, we would greatly appreciate it. Y'all, this is by day 3. Listen, Nuri Martinez said, "I'm out." She said, good. I'm glad you're gone. Los Angeles City Councilwoman resigns, finally, amid the uproar calling for her resignation. She faced calls from state leaders, including President Joseph Biden, to leave office after making racist remarks on a recording that emerged on Sunday. Now, it's pretty much been a roller coaster ride for sure, but yesterday the report that Nuri was taking a leave of absence, that was what I reported yesterday, but then soon thereafter, the very next day, yesterday afternoon, she shared that she would indeed resign her position, and that she, then in a very emotional statement, she says, and I quote, and I'm not going to try to mimic her voice, but I was like, "Girl, please sit down." She said, "My only goal as council president has been to champion a families first agenda that we can all be proud of." Really? Really? We can be proud of you calling a little 2-year-old a black monkey? Really? We can be proud of you trying to gerrymander your own district to take over stuff and help out the labor president? Really? Really? That's being proud? Okay, whatever. Now, I want to say this to all of you. Even as her seat will be filled and appointed, and then an election and so forth and so on. Here is the thing. Make sure that they don't elect somebody who she's close to. So there's going to be a lot here, y'all. This is a textbook lesson that high schools and colleges and universities should use all over, and especially the political platform. This is something we need to pay attention to and watch it. That's why I'm so into this, and that's why I want to share so much of this with you all. Mary Jenkins says, "Wow, I don't watch TV, but today I just might have to." Latrice Jones said, "Woo, child, Nuri Fury is something else." It is indeed something else. It is indeed something else. Y'all, Alex Jones must pay up. My word. Y'all, Alex Jones and InfoWars parent company Free Speech Systems must pay close to $1 billion, y'all, that is with a B, to the family members of 8 victims of the shooting of Sandy Hook Elementary and an FBI agent who responded to the scene of the 2012 massacre, which killed 20 first graders and 6 educators. Mr. Jones, who was not in the court to hear the jury's decision, had been found liable for defamation after he spent years falsely describing the shooting as a hoax and accusing the victims' families of being actors complicit to a plot. As a result, the families were threatened in person and online. He used his InfoWars platform to spread these lies. Y'all be careful what we put up there. Yeah, Kenny Stanley, give up the money. New York Times reports that Mr. Jones' assets are a matter of dispute. Get this, y'all. He was like, "Let me get rid of something." He has put InfoWars' parent company into bankruptcy, but the families have accused him of doing so to avoid paying the damages. Trust me, they're going to overturn every rock to find the money. Watch what I say, y'all. Watch what I say. Even if it's somewhere over across seas, the ocean somewhere. Yeah. So a lot's going on there. A lot of compensation that's happening. Now, here's some good news. Yeah, Jeff Payne, he said time to pay up. Y'all, the Social Security Administration will announce the annual cost of living increase today. Yeah, for more than 70 million Americans. Did y'all know that? The increase is estimated to be 8.7%, the largest since 1981. Not 91, not 2001, but since 1981. So stop right there, y'all. When I read this particular press release and went to searching for the information, which you can find the information yourself at www.ssa.gov. That's where you can find more information. Thank you. Isaiah is in the room today. Thank you, Isaiah. But this is what I said. I started thinking about my parents. And I said, wow, they haven't had an increase since 1981. 1981. And my father was still working then. Since 1981. Inflation, changes, price, index, so forth and so on. All of those things has happened since 1981. So how have they been living? What has this been looking like? Now we can get a clearer picture as to the financial stress on older people or people who are needing SSA. We're seeing that. It's just crazy. It's really crazy to think that since 1981 there has not been an increase. Y'all, something like this is on the ballot. These are the kind of questions we need to start asking when we're going to town hall meetings and going to debates and having the opportunity to write into our elected officials. Y'all, these are the kind of questions. So even with this information, if y'all really want some homework, I got some of my answers. I want you to find your answers. Go and look at how many times your representatives voted or did not vote for a Social Security increase. It is out there. It is out there. And to see who denied it and to even see their age. Hello, somebody. I said, whoa, this is really happening? You denied an increase in Social Security for all of these years? What? Why? Listen, y'all, the elected officials are our representatives. We are their constituents. They should be concerned about their constituents. That's why we elect them into office. I know y'all get sick of me talking about this, but I want us to connect the dots here. Kim Edmondson says, good morning, girlfriend. So y'all, Social Security, we all getting there. I'm 57 right now. Social Security is a need. And it has not been increased since 1981. Why didn't anyone vote for that? And as our elected officials, why aren't you voting for this in the House and in the Senate? Why did this sit on tables? Why did you all deny the increase? Seriously, yeah, the information is out there, and I would encourage you to look it up. I would encourage you to look it up and look at how your representative voted. Some of you are going to be extremely surprised. You're going to be extremely surprised. Just pause for station identification. I can't get over the hair, y'all. I need to know what y'all think. And y'all, I'm popping these colors back out, right? All right, just wanted to put that out there. Had nothing to do with news. I'm just, what does Beyonce say? I'm just feeling myself. Y'all, average 30-year mortgage rate increase to 15-year high of 6.81% per the Mortgage Banker Association. Good morning, Stephanie Burbridge Hall. Listen, average 30-year mortgage rate increases to 15-year high of 6.81% per the Mortgage Bankers Association. That's on the ballot. Believe it or not, that is on the ballot. Kim Edmondson said the hair is fire. Y'all, AP News report that the average ACT scores, I want us to get this, going back to what Al Edmondson shared with us on Tuesday. I'm going to have to bring him back because I wanted to put that up on the podcast, but our technical difficulties that day, I just got to bring him back. I got to bring him back. I got to bring Al Edmondson back. Y'all, the average ACT score for 2022 high school graduates, y'all get this, drops to 19.8 out of 36, the lowest since 1991. the lowest since 1991. I want y'all to hear this, which means where's the disconnect? We know we had the pandemic. We know we had students at home learning online. Some of them just was not able to flow with it. The stay-at-home orders where people were working, parents were working, or guardians were working, and students were online. It just didn't mesh. So now it's time for us to step in and to help them. So y'all mentoring, here's an opportunity to mentor. We have to do it, y'all. So the average ACT scores, Latrice Jones is on here. She can tell you 2022 high school graduates drops to 19.8 out of 36, the lowest since 1991. Y'all, the percentage of graduates who took the ACT and failed to meet benchmarks in English, reading, science, and math rises to 42%. Y'all, that's almost half. What's up, Diane Ladybug? That's almost half. That is almost half the student population. Y'all, they failed to meet benchmarks in English, reading, science, and math. It rises to 42%. Now, this is I just want to share this with y'all because I'm excited. It was an honor to get the invitation, but I can't go. So I want to read this to y'all to let y'all know that News in Motion is on the map. It's amazing that it came yesterday after I asked y'all all those questions yesterday. Y'all, News in Motion is on the map. This comes from the White House press room. They were doing an invitation to certain people, and they were doing a call for media sign up for President Biden's trip to Cambodia and Indonesia, November the 10th through the 16th. Yeah, and they talked about the planning purposes. And they were talking about it's not for publication or broadcast, so I can't read all of this to you. But I just want to share this with you that the trip, I can't give y'all the overview either. You know, we sign these NDAs, so I got to be very careful. But they give us the press corps travel, and they tell us what we can do. And they say because of our due diligence with what's happening within our reporting of White House news, that's how they sent out the release to invite people. Which means, you know, we got to put the bill ourselves and all that kind of stuff. But I can't go for two reasons. One, I can't afford them tickets. And two, the hotel, the food. And three, the time of year that is coming up. I just can't make it work. But y'all, if News in Motion is going to be on the map this way, this is why there are times I am asking you all, hey, sow a seed. Hey, help us out. This, can y'all imagine saying, hey, I watched this, and she's over there in Indonesia? Come on now, y'all, in Cambodia, reporting the news, the White House. Y'all, they picked it up from us starting the Wednesday White House, where we're doing the White House news on Wednesday. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. We're in the house, and people are watching, and people do see. So I'm real excited about that. I just wanted to share that with y'all. All right, y'all, I don't know why this is happening, but it is. Newsweek in every town, and it's called everytown.org, reports on two girls allegedly shot by each other's road raging dads. Yeah, say that real fast. Road raging dads. Now, y'all, a 5-year-old and a 14-year-old girl were shot and wounded over the weekend as their fathers opened fire at each other's cars in Florida. Yeah. They say this is an isolated incident. They said in 2021 was the worst year on record of road rage shootings. In 2021, y'all, this just happened last weekend, but in 2021, an average of 44 people per month were shot and killed or wounded in road rage shootings. Y'all, they say that's double the pandemic average. When guns are present, they said road rage can turn deadly. So y'all, that happened. Can you believe it? That happened. Now, y'all, I wanted to show y'all this today. I told y'all I get his emails on purpose because I want to, and it drives me crazy. But I want to show y'all this, and I want to talk about it. This came from the former guy, from his camp, the former guy's camp. I wanted to show y'all that. Now, it's under his Save America headline. Y'all don't hate me for getting his mail. I want to know what he's doing. That's why I got the mail. It says friend. I'm not your friend. It says friend. This email is only 22 words. He goes on to say, it's President Trump. You are not the president, dude. You are not the president. He said, this is President Trump. I urgently need your help. I'm humbly asking you to contribute just $5. That's the email, y'all. That is the email I got from the former guy. That's the email. I was like, man, you must be so broke right about now. But anyway, get this. The former guy's employee has told federal agents about moving boxes of documents at Mar-a-Lago at a specific direction of the former president, reports the Washington Post. Y'all, the employee has told the FBI about being directed by Trump to move boxes out of the basement storage room to his residence at Mar-a-Lago after receiving what? A subpoena for any classified documents. And a long-serving aide to former President Trump was captured on security camera footage moving boxes out of the storage room. That is happening. Y'all, that's happening. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy out here. It's happening, and it is indeed crazy out here. All right, y'all got the inspirational message for y'all. So don't go anywhere. I want y'all to really listen to this message because it shook me. It shook me. And y'all know I'm a believer, so I got to give you the scripture, Psalm 81, verses 10 and 12. This is from the New International Version. It says, I am the Lord your God who brought you up out of Egypt. Open wide your mouth and I will fill it. But my people would not listen to me. Israel would not submit to me. So I gave them over to their stubborn hearts to follow their own devices. Ouch. I'm really trying to get to finish strong, but God keeps giving me these other messages. So listen, God says, I will fill it, but they turned away. They would not listen. They would not eat from his hand or drink from his cup. Eventually, he gave them over to their own devices. Y'all, let's break this down. Y'all know I'm very transparent here. I've been struggling with my hair. My hair's been thinning for over a year and a half, maybe, right? And it's been real bad over the summer. I mean, I'm talking tears, I'm talking pain, I'm talking what's going on, what can I do? How can I do this? How can I do that? I'm watching videos, I'm listening to people, I'm going to see people, I'm trying to do this, that, or the other. Well, yesterday, my friend, the co-host of this show, Deborah Johnson, we were out having a meeting. And during the meeting, I was like, oh, girl, look at my hair. I'm just sick of it. We're talking. And she says, I think there's this place you should check out. She goes, they specialize in curl, and they're experts in curls. And I was like, yeah, whatever. So she sent me over the website while we're sitting there. iPhones can just airdrop. We don't have to do anything. We just can drop it to the next person. And I have Samsung people. That was just a plug for iPhone. So anyway, she drops it, we leave. And I said, oh, wow, that's just really like 12 minutes down the street. So I'm going to just go. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to see what they do. I'm going to talk to somebody and see if it's even possible. Okay. So I get there, and it's crazy in the area that it is. It's hard to park. It's just nuts. You get your boot on the car or get your car towed or ticket, and tickets aren't cheap. But there was a spot right in front of the door. I said, this is interesting. So I'm on the website looking and see that it takes 6 months to get into this person. 6 months to get into really anybody up in there. So I go in, and the girl and I talking, and she says, you won't believe this. And I said, what? She was, when you came in the door, when I was hanging up the phone, that was somebody who was canceling. If you want to come back in an hour, I can do it. I was like, what? Like 6 months to get in here. All right. Yeah, sure. I'll be back. Her name is Destiny. Let's just put that out there. Her name is Destiny. It's a matter of opening up, making yourself available. So this scripture, open your mouth and I will fill it, spoke to me. I mean, it just speaks. I availed myself, I received it. She said, girl, let me show you what's going on with your hair. I was like, is that easy? She said, yes. The conversation, just everything told me this was of God. No way it could be anything else. This has to be of God. Y'all, all my life, when I've gotten my hair cut, again, I used to sit on my hair, okay? All my life, when I got my hair cut, it was somebody who was just pulling it down with the comb and then taking scissors across. Mm-mm. She cut each curl pattern. That alone took about an hour. I was like, is she really? She goes, oh, we got to have the shape. We got to have right. She goes, to wear your hair naturally, you have to go with the flow of your hair. That's why it's called natural hair. I said, oh, that makes sense. Y'all, she went through everything. And I'm sitting there like, what? She said, girl, I'm telling y'all, when she was done, you couldn't. I was Beyonce. I'm feeling myself. I'm just feeling myself. I took the picture and sent it to my husband. He was like, amazing. Yeah, I said, so do I tie it down? What I just said, girl, no. Natural hair is flowy hair. Girl, just get a silk pillow and call it a day. She goes, when you wake up in the morning, shake your hair, put your fingers through and keep on going. I've done everything she told me to. Yeah, this is how it looked after I slept on it last night. Listen, when God says to you, I am the Lord your God who brought you up out of Egypt, who brought you up, keywords up. Open wide your mouth and I will fill it. Avail yourselves, people, and he's going to fill it. And I'm just giving you an example of hair. But to y'all may think it's hair. Oh, it means something so much deeper than me because I see God moving in a way that I cannot explain. I gave y'all the scripture yesterday about don't get entangled with civilians. When the commander has given you a word. And then it says, but my people would not listen to me. How many of us won't listen to the words we are hearing because we think somebody else has a better answer? No way. No way. He's saying, listen to me. But here he says, but my people wouldn't listen to me. Israel would not submit to me. Y'all, we have to submit. Verse 12 is just it's like, ouch. So, not listening, I'm going to give you over to your stubborn hearts to follow your own devices. Wow. You don't want to listen? I'm going to turn you over. Listen, y'all. I was going to everybody begging people, do I take something? What do I do? Help me, help me, help me. And I could hear God say, will you just trust me? I'm going to grow your hair back. And I was like, okay, I believe you. And I would say it, but then I would see the thinning and I would just freak out all over again. Yesterday, the time that Deb just came back from out of town, we met. We had our meeting. We talked. She said, girl, let me find something. She's on the computer searching. On the iPhone, y'all, searching. And from that searching, she said, here, she airdropped it. I was going home and there was something on the inside of me said, no, just drive down the street. I could have filled that time with anything. I drove down the street, parked right in front of the door. The woman was hanging up the phone from a cancellation. When I scheduled my next appointment, and get this, when you look at the prices, let me be completely honest here. When you look at the prices, it's like, well, who can afford this, Deb? And I said, look, how many pairs of shoes or whatever will add up to this? It's just there. Let me go see. So I was like, I'm gonna just make this up. I called my husband because we have a line that you don't make this payment. You don't buy anything without having a conversation after this amount. Called him up. He said, Gail, do you feel like you should do it? I said, yep. He said, do it. Then I get there. She would not push any products on me. Who does that? Everywhere you go, they're pushing something. She goes, I'm showing you how to take care of your hair. I said, so when do I come back next month? She said, girl, no, 6 months. What? So it made sense for the price. It's less than if somebody goes every week or every month. 6 months. I don't have to return until 6 months. Can y'all, not unless I need something. Can y'all believe that? Y'all, God will fill it and tell you everything you need to know. All we need to do is to submit to him and listen to him. Yes, Robert Holman, when God speaks, listen. I don't know what it is for you. And again, I use my hair because it's a big deal to me right now. This is a big deal to me right now. It is. What is God saying to you? What is God saying to you? How he wants you to listen to, he wants you to submit. He wants you to avail yourself. He wants you to open your mouth so that he can fill it. Are you willing and ready to allow him to fill it? It could be some of the silliest thing. You may think, oh, this is silly. God's like, it may sound silly, but it's needed for your next move. Yesterday, again, I appreciate all of you who participated in the questions that I was asking. I had no idea. Again, I told you about Robert, who says there's like 5 people in the car. So you gotta count all the people there. He goes, if you need a number. Then I had people writing in telling me because of News and Motion, this happened. Because of News and Motion, my children are interested in politics. My children are interested in news because News and Motion, this, that, and the other. I had someone, and I won't give names. I had someone who sent me a text message and said, because of you, I have completed another application for college. Wow. Someone else sent a text message and said, because of News in Motion, I just want you to know this. Because of News in Motion, when I am sitting in executive rooms on my job, and I'm reading this, when I'm sitting, I'm no longer fearful to join the conversation because I'm armed with truth. People end up listening to me as I open my mouth to share. So thank you all for sending in your testimonies. Deborah gave me a great idea, and I want to do this going into the month of December. If you are willing to share a testimony, one-liner, whether you want your name revealed or not, or your first and last initial, your first name, last initial, or your first initial, last name, whatever. If you're willing to send in a one-liner, we're going to do the heading of our Facebook page and our YouTube page. We're going to do the heading with just these testimonies, and we'll rotate them from time to time so that everyone's testimony will get up there. We want people to know the impact that's being made. And I want to share this with you. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's about all of you. And it's about my purpose, my mandate that I've received from God to make sure I'm getting facts out here to all of you. If you have something, send it into our email address. Deborah says your platform is touching lives and influencing good things to happen. Thank you for that. Donita says most time we are listening for what we want to hear instead of how God is speaking and moving. God is always speaking. Be still. Latrice says Gail E. Dudley, stay in his flow. Diane Ladybug said in my Marvin Wyan's voice, God has spoken. Let the church say amen. I love that song, by the way. So just thank you for all of that. Mary Jenkins says, when you are willing and obedient, you will eat the fruit of the land. So y'all, with that, if you have any testimonies you're willing to share, send them into our email address. Don't put them in the thread here because we don't always see them with how Facebook is working now, or Meta, shall I say. The email is newsinmotionwithgail, and that's GAIL @gmail.com. Again, newsinmotionwithgail @gmail.com. I just received a text message. Someone's asking me to share this. I will share this. They're saying so that we can help you when you get invitations in the future. How can we give money or so? Well, you can send money to, if you want to send a check to get a receipt, you can make that out to Making a Difference LLC. And that's Al Edmondson's nonprofit. He's our fiduciary agent. Making a Difference LLC. Kim Edmondson, give me the address. I want to say it's 146 and a half North 20th Avenue, Columbus, Ohio, 43203. I'm saying off the top of my head. I could be wrong. So we will find that address and put that in the chat for you. Or if you don't want a receipt, you can always do the Cash App, which is the $MIM today. Again, the $MIM today. Kim Edmondson, if you're still with us, if you can give us the address to the nonprofit side of the cut above, I would greatly appreciate it. I know it's 20th. I'm saying it out. I don't know. I don't want to give y'all the wrong address. But anyway, y'all, enjoy the weekend. The weekend is upon us. Y'all, early voting has started in many states. If this is a weekend where you could go do early voting, do so. I'm going to do it today before the January 6th committee hearing that begins at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all tune into that. There's a lot, I believe, that's going to happen with that. So enjoy your weekend. I will return Monday, God willing. I have This has been News in Motion. I am your host, Gail Dudley, and thank you for loving the hair, y'all. It's just fly. It's just amazing. It's just beautiful. I just love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Lori. You do the same. So y'all stay well, and remember, make some bold moves. I'm out.
News in motion.